Hello, degenerate watch addicts. We meet again. Today I present to you my Omega SMP300. This watch has been covered to death by every watch channel and their mother, so all I aim to do today is share my opinion and pretend that I'm better than everyone for being dumb enough to waste this much money on a watch. Bottom line up front, I really like the SMP300, but I'm not sure if that feeling is truly warranted or if I'm just starstruck. Ever since I was old enough to shoot my friends' crotches in GoldenEye 64, I have held the SMP300 with the utmost reverence. I didn't even know what that watch was at the time. I just knew it was fucking awesome. For more than 2 decades, I have had the SMP300 on a pedestal that only grew taller each year. Now I finally own one, and after about a year of ownership, I have mixed feelings. Let's talk about the bad stuff first, so the haters can get all of their giggles out of the way. So, for all intents and purposes, this is a $5,000 watch. Sure, you can find some deals here and there, but if you want this thing brand new, out the door after taxes, $5,000 is the ballpark you should be mentally prepared for. Personally, $5,000 is perfection territory. $5,000 means this thing better do my taxes and give me a blowjob at the end of the day. I have zero room for forgiveness in this price range, and yet I have a quality control issue with the bracelet. The dual push-button clasp consistently locks up and is a common enough problem that full-on articles, forums, and videos have been made to address it. What happens is the pusher will get stuck in the down position and will not come back out unless you take a pin and sort of like reset it. The reoccurring solution from others is to simply take it back to Omega and have them fix it, but we shouldn't take that as an acceptable answer. Has Omega officially addressed this? And that's not a rhetorical question, by the way. If you know the answer, then please let me know in the comments, because that's something the community deserves. And being completely honest with you, it's a little embarrassing to spend a shit ton of money on a watch only to have an issue with it. Now, with all that being said, fortunately that is the only negative, and now we can move on to the good things, which there are many. And for the purposes of brevity, I won't belabor the bracelet issue. I just want to make it clear that the bracelet issue is a very big problem at this price range in both quality and principle. Everything else about the actual watch itself is fantastic, so at least it has that going for it. And when I say fantastic, I mean really fantastic. There's an undeniable aura of something great around it. You can call it character, maybe charm, magic even. Whatever you want to call it, it's there. The physical hardware is all good. Each individual component has that slap you in the face level of quality that one would reasonably expect from a brand like this. The magic comes from the combination of all of these components. Combined, the SMP300 is a beautifully funky watch that is an outlier when compared to other watches in this luxury diver category. From the wave dial, to the skeletonized hands, to the bezel font, to the offset helium escape valve, and even to the funky spiderweb looking caseback, this watch remains refreshingly interesting despite its popularity. Just when you think something is about to be too much, it stops right at that point and provides balance with something else. For example, right when you think the wave dial is going to be too crazy, you get balance from the professional dial text and traditional dive indices. Or right when you think the bezel is too shiny and the numbers are too big, you get balance from the brushed inner riot and outer ring. Your visual senses are pushed to the max without being overworked. It's a watch whose style goes to 11 in the best kind of way. None of it comes off as gimmicky either, because at the very foundation of the SMP300 is a watch whose components are assembled and finished in a way that is next level. The piece de resistance, at least to me, is the MITAS chronometer certified movement that is visible through the open caseback. I promise you I'm not going to swoon over all of the technical mumbo-jumbo about why this movement is super accurate and blah blah blah. I don't give a shit about any of that. A watch just needs to be accurate enough to get me to my meetings on time. As a basic bitch, all I really care about is that this movement is absolutely gorgeous. I will admit that the heavy technical specifications is icing on the cake and does provide a lot of substance to enjoying the aesthetics of the movement. But do not for 1 second think that just because it's pretty, it's not capable. This movement is a beast. It's anti-magnetic, shock resistant, and has a balance bridge, which means its muscles are more than just for show. The SMP300 is truly a funky watch because of its weird placement as both a pretty boy luxury watch and a more than capable tool watch. One might argue that luxury watches can't be tool watches, and that's fine. I don't care. I wear this watch as a tool watch, and it's awesome. I love the fact that I wear such a pretty watch on duty without having to worry about it. It makes me feel like I'm the prettiest girl in the room and definitely get into the ball, or balls, first. Even the packaging plays a role in the experience. You can tell me all day that the box doesn't mean anything, and I will still appreciate the attention to detail in a good presentation. I gotta tell you, this was hands down the best unboxing experience I've ever had. The box is pure class, and opening it felt like I was in a cutscene in Zelda where Link is opening a treasure chest. And sure, this watch isn't for everyone. The true luxury in watches is the fact that we have so much variety to choose from. But the SMP300 is truly an excellently different choice if it is a watch that you aspire to own. If the issues with the bracelet concern you, I don't blame you one bit. You are perfectly within your rights to shit on Omega for that. However, playing devil's advocate, I am not going to miss the forest because of one tree. I find that everything else is so great that I'm willing to overlook this issue. I like my aftermarket Forstner bracelet better anyways. I know that's not a valid defense, but it's worth mentioning if you are interested in going down the same path I did. And shameless plug, the link to my episode covering different SMP300 bracelets from Forstner is in the description and on the screen. Overall, I am undeniably happy with my SMP300. Whether it's because I'm starstruck or not is besides the point. The watch means a lot to me, and that's all that matters. From the unboxing a year ago to today, the pros vastly outweigh the cons, and I have no regrets. This is a true enthusiast's watch. And that's all I have to say for now. If you made it this far, a like and subscribe are always appreciated. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.